coming. You know it's one of my favorite days of the year, right? Seeing these great faces. But, real quickly, you know, it's a great time for us. This time of year is great for coaches. You know, everybody thinks they're starting. There's no games, not a lot of media. You're just practicing hard every day, and this team's been a lot of fun. You know, after the first week, I thanked them. After the third week, I thanked them because it's just been they've been great to coach. They've been bringing it every day. So it's a very coachable team. A lot of good pieces. We got a lot of young guys. So practice has been a little bit longer than they probably wanted them to be. It's some late nights in this building, but it's been good, and got a lot of versatility. You know, knock on wood, we've stayed healthy so far, and you know, we're getting there. We're putting a lot in, so it is a team that I'm excited about because I think that it's just going to get better and better. We've improved so much the last 3 weeks. It's been great to see. So I know you guys have heard these remarks before because we've had some media before this, but you know, it's a team that's, you know, it should be a pretty good team if we can stay healthy, you know, come January and February. Good group.
Terp Talk is brought to you by Viner Consulting, your source for point-of-sale systems that give you business control and manage your inventory. Hardware, software, training, and support from NCR and Revel Systems. Call Viner Consulting at 301-251-2900 or visit us at oneviner.com.
We'll open it up for questions. If you can state your name and affiliation and just wait for the microphone, that'd be great. Questions, please.
Roman Stubbs, Washington Post. How different is this time of year right now as opposed to last year? And with maybe the expectations being different, do you feel like that suits you, or at least it's refreshing for you right now to have maybe a little bit different expectation going into this year?
Yeah, I think you approach every year the same. You just, this time of year, you're just flat getting after it. Obviously, we were top 5 in most polls. This year, I think we're ranked. But it is different. You know, because it was the first time in a while that we'd been ranked so high, there was a lot on the guys. So, with that said, that was a fun team to coach. It was great season. But this team got a little bit of a chip on our shoulder, maybe hungry, and looking forward to the challenges that lie ahead. You know, we have a tough schedule, so it's going to be great for them. But I'm just enjoying it. You know, I enjoy this time of year every year, no matter what it is, and you're just trying to get the most out of them. But this team's made it even more enjoyable because they've been so coachable.
Coach Dave Preston, WTOP Radio. Last couple of years, Melo Trimble's had guys to look up to on this roster, older players. This year, he's more of a leader. What have you seen from him as a leader on and off the court?
Well, he, you know, like you said, he was one of the best players on the team as a freshman and as a sophomore. And but he had upperclassmen that he looked up to and probably didn't want to step on any toes when it came to leadership. And we had plenty of leadership last year, you know, with our upperclassmen. So he's really had to step into that role. It's not natural for him to talk, but it has become more natural. And he's done a lot of little things that have really helped him become a better leader. He's got the guys' respect, you know, in the locker room, over in the apartments, on the floor, and he's getting more comfortable every day with it. So it's definitely his team. He's getting some help. Jalen Brantley's been a really good leader along with him, but you know, to be a good leader, you gotta have guys that listen to you too, and I think guys are really bought into Melo's leadership, which is helping him.
Mark Petersman, Baltimore Sun. Just a quick follow-up on Roman's question. Last couple of years, I remember at least one game in each of the last couple of years where you came in after the game, win or lose, and said, at halftime, I had to tell these guys this is supposed to be fun. Mm-hmm. Is that something you won't have to do this year because of the youth and the way this team is comprised, and it isn't carrying around a backpack of expectations?
I think you say it every year because it gets hard. You know, you play 36 games and you're traveling, you're getting home at 3 or 4 in the morning from a different trip, and it gets to be a grind. And so it does get tough, and you're being grade on each performance, each game, no matter what happens. So I'll probably say it again this year. But this team has a youthful excitement about them. Some guys are moving into some new roles, which is exciting for them, and I feel like everybody feels like they have a part of this team where they can help us. So, but come February, I might come in and say it again, and it's just part of it. I've been doing this my 19th year as a head coach. I think I've said it the first 18 years at some halftime. So it is what it is.
Don Marcus, Baltimore Sun. When you have players that you anticipate are going to be here for a few years, as opposed to a Diamond Stone, who everybody said was a one and done, Robert Carter, we didn't know, Rashid was obviously last year. Does it change your coaching approach, the way you approach the teaching, development of a team, because you know that this is sort of long range, long term, as opposed to short term?
I don't think you do. Maybe I'm not as complicated as you guys want me to be. You go out and you coach. What you do try to figure out is what fits with each team. And so we'll do some things differently than we did last year because it fits this team better than last year's team or the year before. Right now it's just about getting the system in, getting it all in, coaching the guys, and trying to make it the best team you can possibly make it. So, maybe that's not the answer you're looking for, but that's kind of how I approach it.
Well, you said you do some things differently. What will you do different?
I don't know yet. We might run different presses, we might have a different zone, we might run a little bit different offenses. We're doing some different things. Adding to some of the things we've done in the past to fit this personnel a little bit better. So we're doing some good things. In practice. It's all coming together, and I think the guys really enjoy the system and the things that we're doing. But Don, you like to watch it, so it'll be fun for you to see the changes as we go on.
Hi, Jordan Katz, the Diamondback, Diamond Stone, and Jake Lehman both just made the NBA roster for the Blazers and the Clippers. What's it like for you to see two people that you coached make an NBA roster and get drafted? And also, what does it mean for the program to have two people get drafted and then make an NBA roster?
Well, it's good, and we were hoping for more, but we'll take two at the time. We've got some former players out there that are going through the grind and try to get there. But I was really happy for Jake. Jake followed the process, never got ahead of himself, got better every year. Trailblazers love him. He got hurt, he missed 2 weeks of training camp, and still made the team. And shows you how much they like him. So I was really happy for Jake. Diamond, we all knew was going to have a chance to be an NBA player. He's got an uphill battle. He's got some pretty good bigs ahead of him. So, but everything that I've read and talked to him about and the people around him, he's really approached this in a great way. So he's on target to doing that. So proud of all my former players, but I'm really happy for those two guys.
Coach Bruce Posner, CBS Radio in Baltimore. How difficult is it for you? It seems like you've got a lot of pieces of the puzzle this year that are a little bit different in finding that combination, and how much experimentation will we see in the first few games of the year?
Well, yeah, we'll see. We sat down as a staff the other day and I said write up the top 9 guys on the team, and for the most part, the guys had the same guys, which I thought was pretty good. And I'll refer to this team a lot. Reminds me of the team 2 years ago. We had a lot of depth and we had a lot of versatility. Reminds me of that team. So-and-so's not playing well. You can throw someone else in there. If he's not playing well, might even be able to throw somebody else in there. We have that kind of depth this year and experience with some guys. So, we'll see. But I like that. I like when I have control of some things and you have the depth. And it's my first year as a head coach where I've signed every scholarship to a scholarship player. We have 13 guys there, and it's made our practices tremendous. I mean, our practices have been unbelievably competitive, and we keep track of who wins, and we post it and things like that. So, it's really helped our practices, which in the end is going to make our team better.
Hey, Coach, Kyle Stackman from the Diamondback. Obviously, Robert Carter Jr. and Diamond Stone had a big part of the offense last year in the front court. Where do you see that production coming from this year?
Yeah, we'll be different. We'll be different. Those two were special scores. You know, we'll be like committee on the low post. I got some things up my sleeve that I might try as the year goes on to give us that. But I think DeMonte's growing, LG Gill's growing down there. You know, hopefully Checo's going to be able to give us some stuff down there on the low block. You know, this Justin Jackson kid, we're going to play him at the 4. He's like a guard. It's 6'7" with a 7'3" wingspan. So he can do some things. You know, he can cover his own tail defensively because he's so long as a 4, but he's really more of a guard than anybody I've had at that position, even more so than Jake, as far as handling the ball and being able to play that position. So we have a lot of different ways we can play, which is exciting. But we'll see. We might be a little bit different. You know, we posted Dez a lot a couple years ago. I have to do some different things, try to figure out.
We hit terminus!